What up, my dudes, and welcome back to another recommendation day. So, guys, we are on part 9 of you guys recommending me wicked horror movies to watch and to review. So, let's get this started. We will start with the film One Bedroom. So, it's spelled 1BR, and that was BioSoldier53 from YouTube who recommended me to watch this one. This is a newer horror film. I think it's streaming on Netflix and maybe Crave at the moment. So I started off, I always have very low expectations with new horror, guys. Don't hate me. It's just how it is. I mean, you guys get it. True horror fans get it. It's hard for them to make stuff that jumps out at you, you know? So I start watching this movie. You got this girl who's like living, I want to say somewhere in California, somewhere expensive. She's trying to find a place to rent. She's having some shitty times at work. She goes into this apartment and she thinks it's perfect. Boom! Right away, they throw you into it. She starts getting pulled off by like a bunch of people in the building, and then she's like thrown in this room and like torture shenanigans. You know, she's got like her hands up against the wall. They're like, you can't move or else we're gonna come and like torture you. So like right away, you know, like when you start off a movie and you're like, no, this is gonna be awful. And like honestly, the fact that they brought you in it and you're like, what the hell is going on? Thank you, dude. Because, like, this was different. It was a different film, which I respect for new horror. So, I definitely think you guys should watch this one. I don't want to spoil it too much, but the whole theme of this movie is, like, it's like a cult. They call it, like, the community. And, like, do you want to be a part of this community kind of thing? And they, like, try brainwashing her and shit. And it's all about her just being almost stuck in this place. And the ending is super good. They nailed it with that. I was super happy that it came out that way. It kind of reminded me of the movie, what was it called? The Invitation? I think that was a good one. That was a good new one, too. I haven't spoken about that one, eh? Anyways, guys, good movie. Yeah, so One Bedroom. Go see it. Like, freaking watch it. It was actually a real treat. I appreciated it. Next up. So, I'm going to rewind it a bit because I ended up getting 2 wicked giallo things thrown at me. So it was Christopher Santiago from YouTube told me to watch Last Matinee. So I had watched this a while back, but secondhand watch, again, it's in Spanish, so I wasn't fully into it. I think it was in Spanish? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Was it in Spanish or Italian? I don't know. Anyways, I forget. Great film. Anyways, The Last Matinee, I think it's streaming on Shudder right now. It is, like, giallo has come back, and they filmed it so well, and it's, like, all about, you know, this girl works in a movie theater, and, like, you got, like, all the different characters come into play, because they're all going to see the movie, and obviously there's a killer on the loose, and he's got these eyeballs. Anyways, it is so well done. This was such a treat, and it was, like, refreshing. It didn't play it down in the sense that, you know, a lot of these movies that come out, they throw like kids in it, like there's some teenagers in this, right? But they don't turn it into the remake. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't feel like you're watching Stranger Things. Stranger Things isn't a bad thing. I just mean in the sense like they don't make it too kiddish, I guess you would say. Like, they don't play it that safe. They keep the giallo to it. And that main song, man, I've been in love with that song. I'm pretty sure it's Daniel Starr who does it. The main theme song that they throw on only at the end in full. They kind of tease you with it at the beginning and in the middle, and you're like, ah! And then the drop kicks in. Oh, it's so good. So good. Anyways, it's a fantastic film. You guys have to see it, especially if you're a big fan of giallo horror in general. So thank you, Christopher Santiago, for throwing that at me again, in a sense, because it's so hard when you're doing something that you gotta focus on, and then you're like trying to read subs at the same time. Like, I'm practicing my Spanish, but it ain't that fantastic. Same with my Italian. It's like half-half. Mismo. Alright, so the next one was a dude from Imgur, whatever you guys freaking call it. I always freaking whatever. So it was not just a dude from Imgur. It was also my boy, Bloody Effing Collector, who's from Instagram, who shouted this out to me like over a year ago, but clearly I'm just full of brain farts and stuff and too many movies. And finally this dude the other night, Huruinalu, right? That's your name. Huru and Alu. Ooh, I like that. Told me to watch The Editor. Okay, so this is a movie from 2014. It is a Canadian giallo film. And this was like, oh, guys, remember MacGruber? It was like if giallo met MacGruber. And they made a movie. If you guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's super silly. They hit on all the tropes of giallo films. It also still has a wicked story behind it. And it's just so well done. Like, the amount of women getting slapped, you're just like, oh my goodness. The amount of boobs, the amount of just, like, sweet kills, kills by a dude who's, like, in a big black kind of thing. And he's got these gloves and, like, piercing eyes. It's like the giant trope of a film. And normally I don't like that. Normally I'm like, I want something serious. But this was such a treat. Thank you so much, you guys, for pushing me to freaking watch this. Because I am like, like, I literally just finished watching it, like, right now. So it was, like, cherry on top, after watching everything. I was like, this is fantastic. Yeah, so thank you for that one. The Editor. I didn't really say what it was about. Yeah, so there's a dude who edits movies. I'm just too excited. It was so good. There's a dude who edits movies. Obviously, he's the editor. I want to say they're porn movies, or just, like, really sleazy kind of movie. Anyways. But killings keep happening on set. Like, each actor keeps freaking dying off. And they're like, who done it, right? Like a classic giallo film. And I think my favorite character is the inspector. They have this classic cop dude who always has a cigarette in his mouth. And he's the one who's always slapping people's, like, women. And, like, he goes through these phases. Like, you have him twice where he's making love to someone and he just does off-putting things. And you're like, yes. It's so good. I highly suggest to watch it. It's not scary. It's more of, like, again, like a scary movie of giallo. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, fantastic film. Thank you, guys. Alright, next. So we did One Bedroom. We did Last Matinee. We did... I'm having a brain fart. We just watched it. The Editor. Second to last. Okay. Galloway from YouTube told me to watch The Day of the Beast. Wow. Okay, so this movie's from 1995. I don't know why I've never heard of it. It was so good. This is like, it's funny that it's from 1995 because I felt like it was pretty 80s vibes, but early 90s, I guess, mid-90s. You got this priest dude, like, right in the opening. It's like, oh man, like, the devil's coming, like, I found this thing, like, we could, like, make, like, a pact with him, and, like, the priest is like, oh, you have, like, a map, like, you know exactly how to do it and all this stuff. And he's like, yeah, man. And he's like, all right, let's do it. Boom! A giant cross falls on him. And you're like, and the movie starts and you're like, so it's all about this priest going, like, into town and, like, trying to figure out how he can get into, like, this black magic and, like, summon the devil. So it's, like, it's this awesome satanic adventure. It involves metal music, like rock and roll. Like, he ends up going into this record shop and he's like, yo, like, put on your darkest metal music. And, like, the dude's like, yeah, man. It had such a good vibe about it. Like, I definitely have to add this to my horror collection. I don't know why it took me so long to even see this or even hear about it, because it was really good. I think it's streaming on Shudder right now. So, if you guys haven't seen that one yet, you need to. Especially if you're, like, a fan of metal and stuff. It's super good. Alright. Last movie. Because I didn't get to watch too many. Some dickhead decided to cut our cable line or whatever, fibe line in our area. And I was like, yeah, good job, dude. Like, what are you going to do with that? Like, what would you do with that? Like, I don't even know what I'd do with that kind of cable. You just kind of throw it around, make like a hammock, not even, can you do it? Anyways. Some person messed with their internet, so I didn't have that much time to watch tons of stuff. So, we're ending with Tony Konopka, who is from YouTube, who told me to watch the movie LIVIDE. L-I-V-I-D-E. Alright, guys. This movie was, what, 2011? From 2011. Whoa! I don't know why I'd ever heard about this film. It was French. Like, French. Pretty damn good. So this movie, I love comparing movies to other movies. So, like, you get, like, just to show you guys, like, what it's like kind of thing. This movie was, like, Don't Breathe meets a bit of Suspiria meets Insidious, but not. Anyways, you have this girl who is like, oh, I'm going to be a nurse, so she starts doing a stage. The woman's taking her around, and one of the places that she goes to is this beautiful, like, gothic-looking mansion in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. And there's this one old lady that lives there, and she has this wicked-looking, it's like a breathing mask, but it's so steampunk-ish, like leathery. And she's just lying there. Her fingernails are long. She already looks like a witch. She looks like she's dead. And, like, the girl kind of says it, you know? Like, all right, like, what's the deal with this woman? Oh, she's been in a coma for years. You know, we're just basically keeping her alive, you know? If they have a lot of money, you can do whatever you want. You can just keep staying alive like a vegetable. That's what she wants to do. So then the lady who's doing the girl's stage kind of pops in there. So she does have a lot of money, and she therefore has a treasure in her place or whatever, and obviously has tons of valuables, right? The girl's naive, beautiful looking. She has one blue eye, one brown eye. I don't know if that's real. Do you guys know if that's real? If that's actually her eyeballs? Let me know. But she goes back. She meets up with her boyfriend, who's like a fisherman, and they're like talking over beers, and she brings up that she went to that house, and he's like, oh my god, there's been like tales about that house for years growing up. Like, you went in. Like, do you know about it? Like, do you know what happened or whatever? And she's just like, I can't really, like, talk much about it, but, you know, the woman apparently has a lot of money. So he's sitting there thinking, like, this is my ticket out. And she's like, we're not going to frickin' steal from an old lady. So this is where I think it's like Don't Breathe. But Don't Breathe, they start off as bandits, right? And they're like, this is a blind guy. Great idea to go. So in their mind, this lady is in a coma. They could probably take whatever the fuck they want and get out. Perfect, ideal situation. Not, obviously, right? This movie takes a huge turn. So obviously they try to go one night. And it's the boyfriend, I think his brother, and her that are going through the house and stuff. And they end up finding some whack stuff. And this movie turns into this whole, like, the woman used to be a choreographer. That's my dance. A choreographer for, like, ballerinas or something. She apparently had a daughter. They find... I gotta stop. Anyways, I don't want to spoil it, but this movie, to me, was super good. And it had Silent Hill vibes. They have these women demons. I'll quickly show it. But they have these, like... And they're so creepy. And the ambiance. And, you know, just, like, already at the beginning of the film, I'm going to rewind a bit, the main girl, you could kind of see she has these weird kind of visions. Like, she really takes to things or whatever. And, like, you see her memories in front of her, right? They're vivid. I still don't know why it's called livid. Because maybe it means something different in French. I should know this. Or maybe because she's just so livid that they came in their house and she went mad. Anyways, fantastic film. I don't want to spoil anything else about that one because it was honestly a treat. The ending kind of threw me off. I won't lie. But everything in between it and leading up to everything was fantastic. It was just that end. I was like, what's happening? Yeah. But it was good. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for all your recommendations. I still have so many to watch. You guys, like, really hit me with some good ones, and I always love that. I love the fact it's the same thing that I say when we play Family Feud together. It ends up being, like-minded people all kind of chilling and throwing out the same genre of ideas, so I appreciate that so much. It's like we're all on the same level of horror taste, and I love that. And also, you guys are showing me new stuff that I probably wouldn't have watched, but my taste is still like, hell yeah, that's good. So thank you guys again. If you're subscribed, yo, thank you. And if you aren't, yo, get on that. You know it. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.